Bonjour David,
Bonjour.
nous sommes ravis de vous accueillir chez HIFI Lyon pour la première fois, pour la première présentation du dCS Varèse en France. On est vraiment ravis que vous soyez là et on a plein de questions pour vous. Est-ce que vous pouvez nous présenter dCS en quelques mots?
We are a high-end digital audio company. So we create systems that convert ones and zeros into music more accurately, more faithfully than any other technology. And that is our mission as a company.
Vous avez fait des radars et vous vous êtes lancé dans les produits high-end. Pourquoi cette idée?
Yes, so the company started in 1987. It was a spin-out from Cambridge Consultants, and the first projects that the team worked on were radar. So signal conversion, a radar is effectively an analog to digital. And at the time, the dCS radar technology had a lower noise floor than any other radar that was available. So from there, the company worked in the defence space for a number of years. We also made test and measurement systems to measure other radar technology. And then from there, we repurposed the technology to take the A to D and move it into the recording space. And once we'd done that, we needed to work on D to D converters so that what was happening in the studio could be mixed and upsampled or downsampled into different formats. But when you have a recording chain or a playback chain, you need everything to be synchronized to one timing reference. So then we started to make master clocks. So we've been there since the mid-90s.
Quel est votre objectif pour la suite?
I think the mission is to create music systems that are measurably and experientially unrivaled. But on the other side, it's about what you feel and the emotion and the connection with music.
Vivaldi, tel le produit étendard de dCS. Ensuite, nous avons l'arrivée du Rossini, du Bartók, du Lina. À quoi doit-on s'attendre maintenant avec le Varèse?
Varèse began not as a project to create a system, but as a number of research projects. So we looked at DAC technology. Where could we improve it? How could we take it to the next step? The first project to come out of this research project was Apex, and Apex made its way into Vivaldi and Rossini and Bartók. We also looked at the mechanical design and how we construct the chassis and how we use constrained layer damping. Also, from the Varèse core, we looked at using something called a flex rigid PCB, which improves our signal integrity and reliability and allows us to separate sensitive components from other components. And that work made its way into Lina. So there's been a lot of crossover of ideas and technology over the last 4 or 5 years from Varèse into Vivaldi, Rossini, Bartók. Now's an exciting time for me because as Varèse comes to the market, you start to get more ideas and insight, and because we have such a creative, talented team, they can go off and explore where to take it next and how to bring some of what's special about Varèse into Vivaldi, Rossini, Bartók and Lina.
Comment vous expliquez-vous Varèse aux auditeurs qui découvrent dCS?
It's an emotional experience. It's forget about hi-fi speak and all of that. It's really, it grabs you.
Et pour les clients dCS, ceux qui vous suivent depuis de nombreuses années, c'est une nouvelle aventure?
The DNA of dCS running through every product, including Varèse. So to someone who is familiar with dCS, I would say it's the next step, the next frontier. So if you look at Vivaldi is built around the upsampler at the core. Now we have the Varèse core. The Varèse core does the input and the filtering and the oversampling and then passes the audio to the DACs. And then you have the Varèse mono DAC. So it's the same principles in terms of a multi-box system, but I think what we've created with Varèse is actually something that is so much simpler to use, but much higher performance and more realism, but still the same qualities of any DCS, you know, the tonality, the detail, the harmonic expression. So it's all still there, and there's just more of it.
Là, vous présentez sur les réseaux sociaux et vous commencez à présenter Varèse un petit peu partout dans le monde. Quel est le retour des personnes qui les découvrent?
It's been fantastic. You work on something, you know, the whole team, for 5-6 years, you know, we had an idea, we had a vision. You know, when we first heard it, it was 2 prototype DAC boards, a left and a right channel, being fed from a Vivaldi upsampler, and there was something special there. So that gave us the confidence to carry on, and then it maybe took a bit longer than we thought. So it's ended up being 5-6 years, but to bring it to the market, to the world, and let people hear it, and then see people's reaction, you know, the emotional response, and it's been amazing.
Nous avons commencé le salon il y a 2 jours. On a vu pas mal de clients qui sont passés dans la boutique, qui ont pu comparer Vivaldi, qui était le produit étendard, le plus haut de gamme chez vous, et Varèse. Et moi, j'ai vu des gens sortir de cette pièce avec le sourire, l'étonnement, la satisfaction, le plaisir d'avoir découvert ça. Et vous avez travaillé 6 ans sur ce projet, du début jusqu'à la fin. Est-ce que vous pensiez que vous alliez donner autant de plaisir aux gens?
To create a great product is always going to be hard. I think when we had the vision for Varèse in terms of everything we wanted to do, all the different research projects, trying to bring everything together, it was really ambitious. At times I wasn't sure if we could do it, if we could make it, but at certain kind of key points, like I say, that first listen, when we listen to the prototype, that gives you the confidence that there's something special here. So for me, you know, I lead the company, but we have some wonderfully talented people. You know, we write all of our own software, we develop our own hardware, all the mechanical design is in-house. Our supply chain is all based in the UK within 50-60 miles. So it's been such a huge team effort over a long period of time. So it's what we're about. It's why we do it. You know, we want to be state of the art. We want to make something we're proud of that connects people with music. So yeah, I'm really, really kind of excited, and it feels like, yeah, we've created something that's special, and now it's where we take it, you know, and where that technology goes. But it was hard. It was really, really hard. But yeah, I couldn't be prouder of what the team have built.
Pour ma part, je ne m'attendais pas à avoir des clients qui allaient ressortir comme ça, et même des clients qui ne connaissaient pas beaucoup dCS et qui ont été subjugués par vos produits.
Thank you. That means a lot, that kind of feedback, because people like you have a wonderful ear, you have decades of experience in audio, you listen to equipment every day, you hear new products all the time. So you have high standards and high expectations. So for us to get that kind of feedback, that's what inspires us and drives us on to keep trying to innovate. There was times in Varèse development where we could probably have said, okay, enough, let's stop. We have something. But we wanted to keep going because, like I say, we had this vision. We knew what it could become, and it excited us. So to get that kind of feedback means a lot to me. You know, I'll share that with the team. But the Apex project was part of the Varèse development. That was Chris Hales and the hardware team looking at how they could improve the output stage of the ring DAC.